Hello. Giant spider. Woo! That was a big one. Dreamweaver. Good morning, folks. Mike Cayley 7 here at the helm. Just call me Mike. And today, I would like to talk about making noise. And this is a video for Billmaa. So Billmaa, one of the things that people are overly concerned with is the making of verbal noise. It's one of those things you have to train yourself to stop doing. So what I want you to do, and this is not just for Billmaa, for anybody, is I want you to listen to people as they talk, give a presentation, make a video. Count the number of times they say or Now, maybe people feel like they have to fill that empty space of thought with some kind of noise to indicate that they are continuing to speak. I think that's a natural human thing to do. However, when you're giving a speech, such as making a video like this, no one can interrupt you. So you don't need to fill the space with or. This is particularly difficult for Americans because we don't like silence. That's why foreigners tend to think that we talk too much, because they are doing their cultural duty of maintaining silence for a couple of seconds to let the other person finish. And the American says to himself, well, geez, this guy's still not talking. I have to fill up this awkward silence. So you keep talking. Chugging here. So, count how many times somebody says, Try it. See what happens. When you start to notice it, you cannot stop noticing it. Kind of like if you're interested in buying a particular type of car, you start seeing it everywhere. Turn your brain on to it, you know what I mean? So that's the first bit of noise. Once you start noticing it, then you're going to start noticing it in your own speech. And then you'll be more apt to control it, be more conscious of the way you're speaking. Another thing that you can do to help reduce your verbal noise is to mimic good speakers. And typically I listen to, or used to when I did this, national public radio on my way to work, or if I had, see I did a just then. If I had time at the house, I would, watch television like CNN or Fox News or C-SPAN. Especially, I remember this particularly because in 1998, the impeachment hearings were happening about Bill Clinton. And I was listening to all the speeches, as I think most people were, if they could. Everybody was watching it on TV. And I started to mimic the way that the people were talking. And it helped. Of course, if somebody starts saying, then you don't want to mimic that. The other thing you should try to avoid is the use of the word like. Like is a kind of verbal noise, like, so like, I was like, try to avoid that. If you cannot think of something to say, let the silence fill the space. Eventually you'll think of something. And if you feel like you're doing too many uhs and ums, just stop. Control yourself. Don't say and just let the silence waft over you. If the silence becomes too long and interminable, then you can always edit out the silence. Isn't that a great idea? be aware of like and you know and awareness is the first step to getting rid of it. Then conscious effort to not say it. You can edit out the silences, and that would actually seem kind of like a I just did one. It would seem like a cool modern video with the jump cuts that people do in their vlogs a lot of times. I can't remember who did it, but somebody cut out all their extraneous stuff and turned a 15-minute video into a 3-minute video, and it almost seemed rushed, like done. You might not want to do that, but it is a bit cool and hip to do the jump cuts. That's pretty much all I could think of. You could take a speech class. There is the I did it again. There's a group of people who meet. I think it's called Toastmasters, and they actually meet to give speeches to each other to hone their skills. So you could try Toastmasters. There's the Dale Carnegie Institute's How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a good thing too. Help you with your communication skills. I imagine there's umpteen videos on YouTube that talk about this kind of thing, so they're better than me. However, I have given my 2 cents on that one. While I'm riding here, I would like to share, thank you Billmaa for the topic, I would like to share my thoughts on the video I saw last night by XXX Deadhead. The first thought is, wow, what an amazing video. That was their trip to Utah, specifically when, I think his name is Gabe, broke his wrist trying to do a wheelie. Not generally a good idea to do a wheelie anyway, but he tried it, and it didn't go so well, and he broke his wrist. It reminded me of when I broke my leg. I was very calm, embarrassed. Everybody else was more concerned about it than I was. And everybody did their part. They got him the help that he needed, and he turned out to be all right. It was such a beautiful place they were in. The Polaroid Desert or something, Kodachrome Desert in Utah. What a great trip. And you guys look so cool on your Harleys. I don't feel cool at all on my Harley. I feel kind of like a nerd riding a motorcycle. Like Old Man Boulter, he says he's an old man on a motorcycle talking about whatever. I'm a nerdy man on a motorcycle talking about whatever. How many ums have I said, I wonder? I'm thinking at least 10. The other thing I thought while watching this video of XXX Deadheads was that, wow, Sean Smoke is friends with XXX Deadhead. And I think I knew that before, because I think Sean Smoke mentioned it, that he was going to that trip. But I had forgotten. So here I am seeing him in another person's video saying, wow, I didn't know you guys knew each other. Like when Mork appeared on Happy Days for the first time, and then suddenly had his own TV show, kind of in reverse, but anyway. So that was really cool. The third thing, I think it's third, that I thought about this whole video that I saw, is that I really need to watch more of XXX Deadhead's videos. I don't watch nearly enough of my fellow motovloggers. And I feel guilty about it. I'm just a lazy bum. Alright, as I'm slowly making my way to my parking space, I will bid you all a fond farewell. I hope you have a great weekend. You'll be seeing me coming to you live from Boston soon. So get ready for that. And I'll talk to you all later.